not like smooth, but they're like, you know, a bit harder, yeah. And I was gonna pick a steel spike, but it's not, because it's not like very spiky. It's like
like the texture of autumn leaves. You're right. It's not smooth. You imagine them to be quite crinkly, don't you?
Yeah.
And imagine that's what the skin might feel like. Also, what colours are autumn leaves?
Like green, orange, yeah.
Yeah, so autumn's normally like browny oranges. So I imagine maybe its colours are like brown and orange, and then you've got the texture of the like wrinkly almost effect of the leaves, you might say. Okay, excellent. The thunder rolled like
a kettle drum.
Yeah, I agree. A kettle drum. So what's that suggesting about the thunder?
It's like very loud, and when you hit like a kettle drum, it makes like a boom noise.
Yes, definitely.
Describing, and like, you know how if someone just randomly hits one, it just comes, and so is the lightning, because you never know when it's gonna come.
Yeah, so maybe it's sometimes it's a surprise.
Yeah.
Do you mean? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. That's very good. Right, next one. Our final one is the
Dragon.
Tooth is like
A steel spike.
So what's that suggesting about the dragon's tooth?
So a dragon's tooth, normally a teeth is like, it's not soft like for a human, but if you imagine it for a dragon, it wouldn't be very soft, it would be very spiky.
Yeah, so it's like a steel spike. What's a steel spike?
It doesn't bend, it's just there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So quite hard, strong. Do you think a steel spike could injure you?
Yes.
Like our teeth, I suppose we could bite somebody, but a dragon's tooth being described as a steel spike, you wouldn't describe our teeth as steel spikes, would you?
No.
But the dragon tooth being described as a steel spike, what does that suggest about that would do to you?
It's very strong and it can hurt you.
Yeah, hurt, I think. I think it would be quite sharp.
Yeah.
Quite painful if you got bitten by the dragon's tooth or the dragon's teeth.
Yeah.
If you got caught in the mouth of a dragon with teeth like steel spikes, what's going to happen to you, do you think?
You're going to get eaten
Yeah. You're probably going to get eaten. Seriously injured, but more than likely killed and eaten, because it's going to be, I imagine a steel spike, if it came in contact with human flesh, it's going to just break through this flesh immediately, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if I bite into skin, it is quite hard with my teeth. It'd be difficult for me to bite through the skin.
Yeah, and you know how it's showing that the dragon's teeth is like very like a steel spike, and they because they eat more, like they would eat more hard stuff, but whereas humans, like you eat edible stuff like potatoes or something, and they would eat like sticks, and it would
they need to have teeth, don't they, that are sharper? Is that what you're saying?
And it would make it more durable.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. They need to, and they need to be able to do that with what they're going to eat, definitely. Right, here we go. So now we're looking at similes still, but you're going to be writing some similes of your own. So last time all you had to do is match up the different parts of the simile. This time I want you to think up some similes of your own based on these starting parts of the similes. So you're going to start, well, I've done one for you. As hot as a dragon's kiss. Why would a dragon's kiss be hot?
Because they breathe fire.
Exactly. So if a dragon's kiss a dragon was going to kiss you or breathe near you is what I think. I mean by a dragon's kiss. The dragon coming in close to you and breathing near you. That's going to be incredibly hot, isn't it? Because the dragon breathes flames. I imagine its mouth all the time is hot, not inside its mouth. So that's just one that I've done for you. So something as hot as a dragon's kiss. So you're going to come up with the comparison for the simile. Now here you've only got the second half of the simile. You've not really got the comparison. So if you want to write them out as whole similes, like the I don't know. No, in fact, don't. For this purpose of today, I just want you to think of things that are cold, thin, what happiness is like, as bright as, and hunger is like a. So you're going to think about them and come up with your own comparisons. Is that okay?
Yes.
So just write down. You don't need to write the first one out in your book because I've done that for you. So you've just got to do the next 5. So as cold as thin as. Try to be creative. Have a think about some ones, like some different ones. I'm sorry, I've just dropped something on the floor. Hang on.
Yes.
So have a go, see what you can come up with.
Okay. Stop. Okay, so. Okay, I've done it.
Done?
Yes.
Okay, right. So let's have a look. Let's feedback. So what have you put as cold as?
An explosion of snow.
Oh, I like the explosion of snow. That's good. I like that. Have you had any snow where you live at all?
Yes.
Yeah. So, did you have it last week or more recently?
Like a couple of months ago. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we had some on Wednesday last week, which was good, but it didn't settle. It went very quickly. But I like that. An explosion of snow. That's really good. Okay. As thin as.
As thin as the oxygen at space. In space.
The oxygen in space. Excellent. Yes. Is there any oxygen in space?
No. That's why I say as thin as, because it's very low. Only at the Earth and very just tiny part.
A tiny part. Okay. Excellent. Happiness is like.
A bag of peas.
It's like a bag of peas.
A piece.
Yeah. Oh, a bag of peas. I thought you said a bag of peas, like
The food.
green peas that we eat.
Yeah.
A bag of peas. Yes. Oh, I like that. That's a good one. As bright as.
A beaming star.
Lovely. A beaming star. Another spacey one. And beaming's a good word to use to describe the star. Hunger is like a
World without food.
world without food. Hunger is, well, I would think, yeah, hunger is like a world without food. If you had to describe how your belly feels when you're hungry, what does it mean? What could you say? Hunger is like
A room, an empty room.
an empty room, yeah, an empty room, desperate to be filled.
Yeah.
I think I would say when I'm really, really hungry. Excellent, well done. I'm impressed with your similes. Really impressed. Okay, right. Our next task then is, I'm afraid it's just another. I've done this all on this PowerPoint, so I'm going to get another slide that is going to look at metaphors. What's the metaphor again?
So a word that the